Hello, hello, hello. And today we are going to do a reading looking at the full moon energies and what the energies of the full moon really do happen 3 days before, 3 days after, but what it is that you're being asked to look at and evaluate for the full moon. And this is a pick a card reading. So we are going to use 3 different decks. Pile number 1 is timeline number 1, pile number 2 is timeline number 2, and pile number 3 is timeline number 3. And if you are resonating with timeline 1, that is typically starting to recognize the things in your life and trying to make changes. Timeline 2 is where you're like, I think everything's okay. I don't really see anything that I need to change right now. I feel like I'm pretty good where I'm at. And timeline 3 is really looking at your spiritual path and how it is that you can move forward in the most wonderful ways. So we're going to start with pile number 1, if that pile resonates with you. Otherwise, you can skip ahead to the timestamps down below for pile number 2 and pile number 3. So the energies of this full moon really are about the energies of stagnancy leaving your life and how it is that you can come into greater alignment with more positive energy in all ways in your life. And this is for pile number 1. So for pile number 1, we're looking at the energies that you know are coming up, being the energies of judgment, of strength, and the Empress. And this is 3 major arcana cards. So when we look at the energies here in your subconscious, we can see that you are really starting to evaluate your life and knowing that there's a great many things that you have that you can be looking at in order to move forward down the rainbow bridge and to find true elements of truth about your future. And there may have been things in the past that were really kind of out of alignment for you. As we see, the tornado is what it appears to me to be beneath her, but above her and reaching out in front of her are her arms going towards the rainbow. And the energy of the bear and the Big Dipper are there as well. And to be fair, the energies here are really showing that it's stepping out of the energies of the past and moving forward into a new and brighter future, and really understanding what that future could be for the first time in your life is what I'm getting. And there may have been a lot of messages and a lot of things coming forward towards you in a variety of ways that you chose to, over time, start to see and understand and really embrace. And then we have the Strength card. I'm going to zoom in on this. Okay. And so the review here of your life is showing that a great strength of character is needed. And the strength of character is to be able to face these things that have happened in the past, to look at them earnestly, and to harness the energy within yourself throughout the moon to really understand and harness the energies within yourself of true love, of true abundance, and true bliss. And the Empress card is embodying strength and ideas and thoughts and really awakening to your own creative strength, to your own creative wisdom within yourself. And you can see around her is the full moon, and also there is a bird with a star just right above her head. And it's really showing that by evaluating the things in your life, that by taking the strength to really let go of the things that you no longer want, that you can become more abundant, more graceful, and at a greater state of ease within yourself, within your life, and around others as well. So they want to point out that this card has a lot of energies going on around it. And there's not just one thing. When we talk about the Empress energy, it is truly a woman bearing fruit unto the earth and sharing her ideas and her thoughts with others, and really starting to awaken to who she truly is around her. And the truth is that she is many things, right? And that she loves the animals, she loves the trees, she loves the earth, she loves the children, and she's really sharing the knowledge, the wisdom, the nurturing, and the caring for all things around her. And so if you are resonating with pile number 1, you are being asked to evaluate what it is in your life that you can let go of, and to really harness your own inner awareness and your own inner awakening in order to step forward and move forward in your life. Again, the full moons are really about letting go of what it is that is no longer serving you, so that you can move forward in new and greater ways. Okay. So that's just talking about the underlying energies that are coming up for this full moon for you. So then we start to look at the energies and what it is around us coming up for this full moon for you. And if you're resonating with pile number 1 and starting to look at things and how you can make changes in your life, and I'm getting this could be things like going for a run. If you used to maybe do that, even if it was in high school, you might think about doing it again. You might think about, rather than making bread, that you're going to think about, how could I eat something that's a little bit more nutritious? What could I spend my time baking that may be better for me? How can I use my time better? What time should I be getting out of bed? What time should I be going to sleep? Who are the people in my life that I'm really engaging with? And who is it that I should be evaluating in my life to maybe let go of? And that's what this card is about, the Star card. And the Star card is another major arcana, because this is a very big energetic moon. And the Star card is showing you great healing around you. So by letting go, by recognizing the things in your life that you can start to change and move forward, I just realized I was on that card, you can move forward into a greater sense of stability and love for yourself. And so there was some nudity on that card, is why I needed to turn it over. Apparently that's not allowed. So then we have the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands, as we talk about, the initial energy was truly the healing energy of the Star card. And healing being all around you in order to find more peace and stability. And the 9 of Wands is really, to me, a card that shows a need to stand your ground, a need to reflect your boundaries and stand for what it is that's really important to you. And you can see the wand in this card is actually in what appears to be or could be a full moon. And there's both the darkness and the light here as well. And so it's recognizing the things you need to let go of and having the strength within you in order to move forward from where you've been into where you want to go. And they're saying the next card is really where you want to go, which is the Lovers. So by having the strength within you to recognize what you need to let go of to move forward, then you move forward into the choice. And what it is by showing the energies around you what it is that you're willing to do, you bring in the choice that you've been waiting for. And the Lover's card is showing you a choice between usually two people, usually a choice in love, that is showing, have you developed and are you able to call on, have you cultivated the strength of character within yourself enough to be able to call in this choice and be able to recognize the choice for what it is. And the next card is about the choice. And it's about, what is this choice that has been coming up energetically now for a while in the collective. And it is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is an energy of a woman who is passionate about her work, who is passionate about moving things forward, and of really getting things done, of doing what she needs to do. And that's similar to our Empress energy as well. And really just recognizing within you, what is it that you call on within yourself to be able to recognize what it is that you need to do to be able to make the right choice in this decision. And to be able to recognize the dark and the light within each of the counterparts that are presenting themselves to you now. And so, as these energies continue to move forward, we recognize that there is a chance that the choices here may not be presented as a platter of energies laid out before you clearly. Some of these choices you're making energetically within yourself as you prepare for the counterparts to come in. So what that means is this Knight of Wands card, and they're saying this goes with this card here, is really having boundaries, knowing what it is that you will and will not stand for. Knowing that you have, knowing the magical card that's turned over is the Star card, that you have the healing within yourself. That you already have done a lot of the work, that you understand the things that you stand for, right? You understand what's important to you, and you understand what you've had in your life in the past, the different partners that you have maybe evaluated throughout your life. And we say that because that's what each person that you've been with is. It's letting the universe know, what is it that I truly prefer? What is it about this relationship that I liked? Or what is it that I would have preferred something different? And so the Nine of Wands card is showing you that you already know within yourself, and part of these energies are cultivating within yourself the true understanding of what you want, so that when the choices are presented to you, that it is very clear the choice that you're making. And they're saying here, this card is showing that the choice that you're making is love for yourself. And that is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups energy, and I think this card is just absolutely beautiful, is really about the energies of Source blessing you. And there's a purple energy coming down. I'm going to call that a dove, even though that may be big wings for a dove. And really the energies of Source coming down and blessing you in so many ways. And it's showing that because you have shown love for yourself, you are ready to take on the love of another. And you are able to give of yourself in amazing ways that helps others to heal as well. So because of having love for yourself, you're able to show even greater love for others. And the next card then is about your love for others, and that is Justice. And we have a lot of major arcana going on here. And the Justice card is really about reviewing again the past actions. And the Judgment card is a review of your life and what you have done towards yourself and others. And we look at then the Justice card, it is a need to go back and review the things that have occurred in order to make the most positive movements forward. And so what the Justice card means when we talk about your love for others is really showing others how you have come to understand energy yourself. So you may be a light worker, you may be an energy worker, you may be a healer, you may be learning new things and listening to forward thought movements, either past or present, of those who came before you to truly understand the universe in a more profound way. And so the Justice card is helping you to show others the path forward, helping you to show others how it is that their actions have impacted them and how it is that they can use the things that they have learned in order to move their life forward. And so the next card is about how it is that you see yourself moving forward after cultivating the energies within yourself of great strength, great wisdom, great knowledge, and great understanding. So because of the understanding that you've cultivated within yourself, you see yourself moving forward in a greater path and in a greater understanding and in greater wealth, abundance, knowledge, courage, and being able to help others as well. And that is the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands really is about rising above challenges. And in this case, on a horse that's sparkling and reaching, truly reaching for the stars. And what this card is showing you is that you have come farther than you had expected that you would. And so the energies of this reading are showing that you see yourself overcoming the obstacles of your past. You see yourself rising above any challenges that you've been given, and you see yourself knowing how to move forward and navigate your life here. The next card is what it is that you fear. Interesting. And that is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is a decision to move forward in your journey. And so this is saying that you have received blessings. You've been able to help others on their journey. You've risen above many challenges. But what it is that you're being asked to do, the fear that you're being asked to release with this full moon, is the fear of forward movement. The fear of moving forward past where you have been in your journey. And what that means is the strength of character, right? Overcoming whatever you need to by harnessing your inner strength, your inner power, your inner wisdom to truly overcome everything in your life that you need to at this point in time. The next card then is how you overcome the fear, and that is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is not being willing to face your fears, leading you to believe that things aren't going to work out. So what they're saying in this reading here is that in order for you to really move forward, in order for you to move forward past where you've gone so far, you have to release the fear of forward movement. You have to release the fear of the unknown. You have to release the fear of not knowing exactly how it is that things are going to turn out if you let go of the man in your life, if you let go of a friend, if you let go of the attachments that you've had to past friends and family and lovers. And if you are able to overcome these energies, the outcome will be the next card, and that is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is leaving behind the darker emotions of your past. So if you are able to, and it's a different interpretation here than I usually channel, but it's if you are able to leave behind, you can see the darkness below for the rainbow above, then you will truly harness the energies of this full moon. And the thing that you're being asked to let go of is the Knight of Swords, and it is your words. It is the things that you say that you do not mean, the things that you do not want to do, and the things that you go day in and day out thinking and saying and doing over and over again that are not moving your journey forward. And it really is what it is that you drink, how much that you drink. Are you drinking enough water? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you doing the things that your body needs, that your mind needs, that your soul needs in order to move your journey forward? And they said specifically, if your car needed gas, you would put gas in your car. Why not then, if you need rest, do you take rest? Why not then, if you feel hungry, do you eat? Why not then, because if you really need to go to the bathroom, you do. Most of you, right? So the question is, what can you do in your life? They wanted to harness that. What do you need to speak as well? What do you need to say that you're not saying? And what do you need to speak that you're not speaking? Speaking your truth. If you know that something needs to be said, whether it is in a work meeting with a friend, to someone at the store, if you know that something needs to be said that you're not saying, that becomes stuck energy. And so this moon really is about saying what needs to be said, letting go of what needs to be let go of to move forward. And some of you are being asked to let go of the car that you're driving. Some of you are being asked to let go of the meat that you're eating. Some of you are being asked to take better gestures, to say more polite things to others, to be more mindful of your words. Some of you are being asked, they want me to pull the next card, the Eight of Swords. Some of you are being asked to let go of the energies and the harmful things that you say to others and the harmful things that you say to yourself in order to move forward in new and more wonderful ways. So what you're being asked to do is to recognize the thoughts, to recognize the things, the way you think about yourself, the way you think about others in order to move forward, and to also recognize the things in your life that you already know that are causing you to be in a state of stagnancy rather than in a state of pure energetic flow. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. There were some specific things in there. So that was pile number 1. So now we are moving on to pile number 2. And again, we're looking at the energies for pile number 2 of the full moon. And what is it that this full moon is trying to show you? And what is it that you're being asked to let go of? And how are you being shown these things? And how are the energies really shaping up for you at this time as well? And we're using the Mystic Molly cards. The energies of timeline 2 are where you really need to take some time meditating on what it is. These cards are kind of slickery. What it is that you need to let go of in order to move things forward in a better way in your life. And it really is acknowledging that we're all here to learn lessons. We are all here in order for growth and expansion and to learn how to love ourselves and others more completely. So how is it that you can really do that now? And what is it that in the past that may have been fearful for you to look at that you can maybe start to look at now without being worried about how someone else might respond? Okay, so they want one card off the top, and that is Giver. So they're saying You may be overgiving. If you are overgiving to others without receiving for yourself, that is one of the things that you're being asked to let go of. This is pretty much all going to be the things that you're being asked to let go of, and it's not always a physical thing. Sometimes it is. We're talking physical, emotional, spiritual, how it is that you're being asked to just basically look at things differently in your life. And that is, be intentional. What are you calling in for your life? It's time to start writing it down. And with this card, they want to say, be intentional with your life. Meditate, do affirmations, and really think about what it is that you want in your life. And if you have those things, if you have everything it is that you've always desired, then be in a state of gratitude and thankfulness for those things. If not, if there's still some things that you would like, be intentional and write down what it is that you are asking for. The next card is the thing that we're the most thankful for, and that is a different day. Not the same shit. And that is, they said, not that, it is a different day. And it is, in a way, how you can move things forward in every different day. You can be a different version of yourself in every day. It's the same thing that you're experiencing, it's the same life, but you can really look at things differently every single day. So if you've been doing the same thing every day, what is it that you can start to be more intentional about in your life? They didn't see that, or they were looking at how it just said every different day and the transformation of each person that you could be in every different day. And they want to let you know that when you can start to look at how you can make things differently every single day, and how you can look at the same day and how it can be different every day, then you start to have a different emotional reaction. So the things that you're being asked to look at are your true emotions. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about others? And are you really allowing yourself to explore your emotions as they come up? So what you're being asked to do in this full moon is really feel within, what is it that you truly have a feeling about that is going well in your life? And if you can't put your finger on it, that means that you need to think about it. You need to be intentional about what it is that you're manifesting in your life. If you are giving too much the same way over and over again, then chances are that you're emotionally drained. And the next card is about what it is that that really means. And that is Tower. You saw it coming. Every step led to the fall. And when it is that you are overgiving, that you are needing to be more intentional about your life, or that you're just living the same thing over and over and not looking at it as a different day and not evaluating how it is that you truly feel, then it really is that things start to tumble over. Right? That you start to need to release the things in your life. And if you don't release the things that the universe is showing you over and over again that are manifesting in your life repeatedly, because you're doing the same thing when you could have been looking at it as a different day, right? You could have been looking at it, I could do this differently. Then you start to see how things can be taken out of your life in less graceful ways. So it's really about letting go of what you need to let go of to avoid the tower. If you don't, then what you're looking at is a truly judgmental time. And the divine masculine here is showing supportive, deeply present, focused, assertive, sets boundaries, vulnerable, humble, protects, provides, centered, resilient, and open, right? And it's showing us here that if you let go of the things that are not this, right? If you let go of the people in your life that are not serving you, then you anchor in what it is that you truly desire. So if you are allowing something in your life that is less than what you desire, then don't wonder why you are the one who is over giving and under receiving. Because if you won't let go of the one that you have that isn't serving you, you're protecting yourself. And you're also not energetically allowing the new one to come in. And the next card is about how the new ones come in if you let go of the current masculine in your life. And that is stinking thinking. So maybe I let my thoughts get the best of me sometimes. And what this means is that you are starting to manifest a new one by your thoughts. You're starting to think about that you needed to let him go, and maybe you will do it over time. Maybe you will start to let him go next month. And so it's really saying that the energies here are showing that there's things that you need to let go of in order to move on, but what you're doing is thinking about it. You know that you need to let him go, but you're thinking about it and saying, well, I maybe am letting you stay. And the reality is that you're creating cycles in your life of letting the universe know that you will continue to accept the same things, that you're okay with it, that you're not moving yourself forward in a newer, better way. You are asking for the tower energies to come into your life because you're not letting go of those that you know that truly aren't serving your highest good. And it is a new generation. We are creating the family we didn't have growing up, a house full of love. And they're saying this is what it is that you wanted. What you wanted was a new generation together. What you wanted was to keep him around. What you did was have kids with him. What you did was give yourself a reason to keep him around. But the reality is that regardless of why, regardless of what happened, regardless of the children, regardless of the family, you have to be willing to recognize what it is that the person in your life is giving to you. And if they are giving and you are reciprocating that energy and it is an equal give and take relationship, then kudos to you. If not, then all you're doing is passing along to the next generation the energies that it is okay to be with one that treats you less than you deserve to be treated. And when you let other people in your life see that, and when they experience it, those energies are absorbed by them as well. So this card is what it is you're being asked to do now, and that is friendships. Friendships are made for moments like this, and it's saying you're being asked to look at rather than just the men in your life, rather than thinking that that is the answer. That the answer is that I need to have a man in my life to support me in every way, that you can look to friends, you can look to your soul tribe, you can look to those that are being brought in your life to help you along, rather than thinking that he is the only way out. So who are those friends in your life, whether it's one that you haven't talked to in a while or one that you may have known and not been in touch with for a while. It may be a wife, it may be a husband of someone else. But who is it that you have out there that you know is there for you if you reach out to them? And they want you to know that if you really take a look at what's going on around you, you're going to notice that there's always been a way out. There always is a way out if you choose to have the strength of character to make it happen. There is always a choice. There is always something else that you can do. There is always a way. Oh my gosh, again. That you can talk to someone even if that conversation might be hard. I'm getting that there may be family that you can reach out to. There may be old friends that you can reach out to. If you need guidance, you can reach out to me. I'm just saying there's always a lesson to be learned in that if you take a look at things more closely, that there is someone who is willing to show you love if you are willing to receive it. All right, so that is the energies and the cards that they want for timeline 2, and this is clearly about letting go of someone in your life who is not treating you well. When you are overgiving to the relationship and someone else is not, you are manifesting over and over the same things and the same emotions and the same treatment of you every single day. And those things are being passed on to your children. And there is a way out if you are willing to look for it. And we would encourage you to look at your life and the people that are there, the resources that are there, the things that are there, to truly understand that there is always a way out if you choose to find it. Okay. And that is pile number 2. So now we're going to go with pile number 3. In pile number 3, we are again looking at the energies of the full moon. And the energies of the full moon are showing us what is it that we need to let go of in order to be able to move forward, because full moons are usually about letting things go. They're about recognizing or changing things in our life. And it can be like letting go of an old habit. It could be drinking more water, eating more fruit. Like, it really is about change. New moons are about welcoming new. But the full moon is about what is it that needs to change, so that you can really welcome the energies of the new. And so they want to look at the bottom of the deck, and that is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords here in this deck is showing you really that what you need to do is be willing to face your inner fears, be willing to face your inner demons, and your inner strength within you is there. You have, in this card, you can see it's different than the Nine of Wands, or the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Swords usually is. This is the After Tarot. And this Nine of Swords card actually has a man sitting up in bed holding a sword up to, I believe this is a dragon of some sort. And so this card is showing you in your subconscious that you know you need to face your inner fears and to really know that you have the strength, you have the power, you have the tools to overcome what it is that you need to overcome. And so what you're being asked to do in this full moon is to make some changes in your life in a pretty profound way. And it's going to be different for each of you, but we just want to say that the energies here that we're looking at are for those that are really on a path of spiritual awakening, of actually having the tools that they need. When the Nine of Swords turns into being willing to face the fears that things aren't going to work out, then you know that you've turned the page. And that's why they wanted the pile number 3 to have the After Tarot. So it really does take a different energy of the cards when you think of it. The channeling that I have done on the Nine of Swords is really about not being willing to face the fears. And in this card, it is truly a man willing to face his fears and to use his tools and everything that he has in order to face whatever it is that's coming at him. So they want you to know that the fear here is mainly a fear of yourself. It's a fear of complete love and separation of yourself is what they want to say. Not necessarily a fear, but an inner separation. And how is it that you can have a new beginning? How is it that you can have a new offer coming towards you? How is it that you can welcome the new energy within you during this time? So it does affect different people differently. So the Page of Pentacles there is, how can you welcome the new? So that was interesting how I played with the cards there. So they want you to know that it really is about change. The energy of this full moon is about change. It's about fully awakening to who you are, and without having the separation within you for fear of any parts of you that may not be fully known and awoken. And so it's asking you to welcome and awaken all of the parts within you, all of your inner self and your true self coming together to truly manifest who it is that you truly are, and know that you are ready for this and that it is done. And then we have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords shows great healing. And traditionally there are four swords, three of which that are usually above, and in this card you can see that it is really a great healing that has now happened within him. And there's someone standing there with a white flower as well. And this card is symbolizing the healing of your soul and the coming together of the lost fragments of your soul, and really understanding that you have cultivated the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding to be able to understand who your true self is and to move forward as that. And then we have the Tower. And in this case, you can see the tower isn't just falling, it's literally split in two. And the people are already fallen to the ground, and there's fire all around. And then we have the Justice card. So what this was showing is that you knew that you had the tools within you to handle whatever it was within you. You had the healing within you. The Tower here has already happened. It's the After Tarot. And the Tower is saying the split already happened. And now you're being asked to bring justice to the situation. You're being asked to review your past actions, the things that have occurred, and how it is that you can move forward. So when we look at this energy, and when we look at the After Tarot, when we look at the timeline number 3, it is really showing that you have the tools within you, that you have already understood great healing within yourself. There is great healing that has already occurred, and truths that have already occurred within you. The Towers have mainly already happened. And the things have already been spilt. The milk is already on the counter. And you're being asked to evaluate, how can you move things forward in a more positive way? And the reality is that you already know the steps that you need to take and the things that you need to do. And this is the Two of Wands. And it is a choice to hold on to what you did in the past, or to turn in a new direction, to move things forward in a new way. And so it's saying you may have done things in the past to protect yourself. You may have done things in the past for self-preservation, and sometimes that's necessary. Sometimes there are things that we need to do to preserve our own consciousness. And there is also a time to recognize when it's time to move forward in a new direction. And they're saying that that new direction is harnessing your inner light and realizing that it's there and that it always has been. And then we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups here, you can see it's a little bit different in that the cups usually are all full of things, but there's a couple cups that are empty. One of them is a little dark, but one of them is golden. And you can see that he's carrying the things with him. And the Seven of Cups here is showing that there has been great things that needed healing in the past. In this case, it's showing that there were several things that needed to be healed. And by choosing the path to move forward, you will be letting go of these things. If not, there will continue to be things that need to be healed around you. If you choose the path of forward movement, of knowing that you have the inner strength to combat anything it is that is going to be in your path, then you will have a greater healing of all of these things that still need to be healed in your life. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's showing here the choice. And the choice to hang on to the past or to turn and move forward in a new direction. It's that there's two ways that you could go. There's two options. And one of the options is going to allow you to heal your inner self. And the outcome of that is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is recognizing that great healing has occurred, and that healing is now needed in your higher energetic set points. So we're talking about opening of your third eye and really allowing energy to flow from your crown chakra and accessing the energies of source. And why? Because there's always a greater alignment that can be achieved. There's always a greater ability to channel, to know, to understand, to experience, and to truly witness within yourself. And so in the past, you may have felt that there was a lot of healing that was needed, and they want me to go like this. And that indeed was true. However, you really have cultivated the energies within yourself to be able to have the tools that you need to overcome any fears that you had in the past. So at a soul level, you are ready to move forward into the next chapter. You are ready to move things forward in a new direction. And you are ready to heal the things within you and start to ascend to higher levels because of the choice that you're moving forward on your journey. And they want you to know that this choice is a very, there it is again. The Star card, man. Okay, so it's the Star card. Let me see if there's anything else on this card I need to see. And it really is the stars finally coming out and being able to heal yourself and the earth and allow the energies to really flow within you, because you have been able to recognize within yourself that you have all the strength that you need, you have all the knowledge that you need, you have all the processes that you need, and it is truly safe for you to move forward in your journey to the next level. And then we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is a choice. The Four of Cups is a choice about something that happened in the past and stuff that's still coming forward towards you. And so we're talking about healing still, and to really know that the choice that you are making is one that you wish that you knew all of the factors about all of the choices as they come in. You wish that you knew everything about option 1 before you were presented with option 2. The reality is that you have to go with your gut. You have to go with your inner intuition, and you have to recognize that the energies from the past are most likely showing you that there's still some dark clouds around that you need to let go of. And so they're showing you that in order to have greater healing, you need to let go of the energies of the past, the person of the past, in order to move things forward in a new and greater way. And they say this final card really is going to sum up the reading, and that is the energy of the King of Pentacles. And so if you are willing to look at the things and the ways that you've been protecting yourself, and you're willing to transform those in a different way, to look at things in a different and brighter way, and to let go of the energies of the past, that you will be presented with a new counterpart of great stability, great strength of character, and generally great forward movement and wealth and abundance in your life. So that was an interesting way of using the after tarot. And so they want you to know that what you're being asked to do is evaluate every decision and everything that you've done to protect yourself up until this point, and evaluate if everything is still needed there, or if you can look at things in a new and brighter way and truly open yourself up to the true power of who you are by awakening yourself to every aspect of who you are. And that is why this moon is powerful, because it is asking you to truly let go of the one who doesn't serve you, to allow the one that does to come in. Thank you.